All right, so let's talk about the next great HR technology company. The first thing I would like to do is introduce the four folks who were instrumental in helping us shape, develop, and present this year's next great HR technology company session. Please welcome our expert industry panel, and I'll have them all come up as I say their names. Mr. Ben Eubanks, Principal Analyst, Lighthouse Research and Advisory. Lance Hahn, Analyst at the Star Conspiracy. George Larocque, Principal Analyst and Founder at HR Wins. And Madeline Lorano, Co-Founder of Aptitude Research Partners. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. Little music there shot for you guys too.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So hey, just real quick on the process, so for folks who may not be familiar with the next great HR technology company process, we started this process with a list of about 150 or so HR tech companies and solution who submitted their products for consideration for this title of next great HR technology company. From that list, each of our coaches nominated and worked with only two HR tech startup companies that were named semifinalists in this competition. The coaches and the 8 semifinalists each created content, messaging, custom videos describing their innovative HR tech solutions. We published profiles of all 8 next great HR tech semifinalists on our blog in August and September. Then we got you all involved and the greater community involved in the process by holding a series of online votes where each coach's pair of HR tech semifinalists matched up with one another in order to determine the 4 finalists who are here today and who you will meet shortly. The response to these online contests was really incredible. I was blown away. Over 5,000 people voted in them, and those votes determined the 4 finalists today. But before we meet the finalists, I do want to acknowledge the other 4 semifinalists who each have created compelling and novel solutions. So please join me in giving a round of applause and acknowledgement to Muvela, Proxfinity, Beekeeper, and Bob for their participation in the process and for their outstanding innovations. So today, we are here, again this year, to have you help us determine the next great HR technology company. In just a minute, each finalist will share details and give a short demonstration of their solution. The coaches, and me too, will have an opportunity to ask a question or two of each company. Then, after all 4 companies have presented, we will ask you to help us determine the 2017 next great HR technology company. So, that's it. That's the process. That's what we're doing. Hopefully that made sense. And let's get on with what we're really here to see, some great and innovative HR technology solutions. Moving right along, next up, I'd like to introduce again my friend Lance Hahn from the Star Conspiracy. Gentleman, Portland Trailblazers fan.
There we go.
Please tell us about the company you're coaching, Blueboard.
Yeah, I will. So, rewards and recognition is a big part of this industry. So companies spend, if you believe the analyst reports, and we've got some good analysts up here, I guess, $50 billion or so per year on this stuff. So it's not chump change. Most of that stuff is on stuff. So, I mean, cool little watches or iPads. I've got more iPads than I've got people in my house for some reason. TVs, all kinds of crazy stuff. And also for people that have young kids, who needs more stuff, right? I'm trying to get rid of stuff all the time out of my house. And then you've got cash and gift cards. That's a big part of it too. That's a big part of rewards and recognition too. So the emotional tie to that gift card or Starbucks card. I've gotten a lot of Starbucks gift cards over the past few years. No, I don't really attach that to anything I've ever done in my career, right? So what Blueboard does that's, I think, really cool and is disruptive to rewards and recognition is that they're actually letting employers give experiences. And experience is big for millennials, but I think it's big for a lot of people that are sort of trying to figure out how to get rid of all this stuff they have in there. The big problem with experiences, though, is that experiences are kind of a pain in the ass to give. I don't know what you like. I don't know I don't know what to get you as an experience. But what they've done with their technology is something that's really cool. It makes it as easy to give an experience as giving a gift card. I mean, so it's really cool. They'll show it here. I'd like to introduce Taylor Smith, who's the CEO and founder of Blueboard, to tell you more about it. I'm really excited about what they're doing and just really cool technology.
Welcome, Taylor.
Cool. Thanks, Lance.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. My name's Taylor, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Blueboard. I'm here with my co-founder, Kevin, who's going to be helping with the demo. Blueboard helps over 100 companies deliver rewards and recognition programs, but with a twist. Like Lance was saying, instead of most companies that do award points, gift cards, electronics, merchandise, every single Blueboard reward is an experience. And what that means is if you got a Blueboard reward, you would get to choose if you wanted to maybe take your husband or wife to a couples massage. Maybe you want to take a cooking class to learn to make Italian pasta. Or maybe you want to take guitar lessons to rediscover your love of music. We even turn people into James Bond. This is a real picture of one of our clients. This is Jordan from HP. He's jumping out of a plane in a tuxedo with a friend. There was an Aston Martin waiting for him on the runway, and that night he learned to make the perfect martini with a famous bartender in San Francisco. And Blueboard is really gaining some steam. People really seem to like it. So we have over 100 clients currently using the platform, everything from progressive companies like Lyft and Pinterest to more traditional companies that you wouldn't even expect, companies like Otis Elevators and Chick-fil-A. Now, before I give you a demo of the product, I think it would be nice to tell you the story of why we started the company in the first place. So I started my career in the corporate world out of Accenture. And I remember one specific project in particular. I was working 80 to 90-hour weeks, traveling to Dallas every week for about 3 months. And by the end of this project, I was just physically and mentally exhausted. I'd gained 10 or 15 pounds from traveling and eating cafeteria food. My girlfriend at the time just wanted to break up with me because I wasn't very present. And my manager came up to me at the end of this project, and he said, "Taylor, great job. We could not have done this project without you. You really carried the team, and the partners and I, we wanted to recognize you." And he handed me an American Express gift card, and he said, "Thank you." And I just remember how impersonal it felt. And I was talking to Kevin at the time, and he said, "Oh my gosh, they do the exact same thing at PricewaterhouseCoopers. I have so many gift cards." And we started looking around, and we realized so many companies spend a ton of money on rewards and recognition that just doesn't get people excited. And so that was our insight into the problem, was that companies are so well-intentioned about recognition, but often their efforts just fall short. And so we started talking about it. We said, what if instead my manager had come up and said, "Hey, you did a great job. I know you're frustrated with your health. You've been spending so many hours in the office. Why don't you go take boxing lessons at this boxing gym in San Francisco and get back in shape? Thank you." Or, "Hey, I know that the last 3 months must have been tough on your relationship because you've been traveling so much and you've been in the office with me a lot. Why don't you take your girlfriend on a couples massage and to a nice dinner, just so she knows that we appreciate the work you do here. Thank you." So much more impactful than what companies are doing today, and just so much more meaningful and personal. And so Kevin and I abruptly and honestly very prematurely quit our jobs to start Blueboard, and we made a bet. And our bet was that if we could make sending a local curated experience just as easy as it is to send a gift card, that people would use Blueboard. And so that's the whole idea behind our technology. So we're going to walk you through a short demo, and I'll show you the manager view first of what it's like to send a reward, and then also the employee view of what it's like to receive a reward. So as a manager, we've made it incredibly easy. It takes about 30 seconds to send a reward. You first start by putting in the name and the email of your employee. Next, you choose the reward level. So our rewards start at $150, and they go up to $25,000. Next, you'll write the achievement of what the employee did to be rewarded in the first place, and then a personal note, and you hit send. And that's it. Now, as an employee, you receive the reward through email. And it's a very visual email. It's designed to get people excited and to aspire to do something fun out and about outside of the office because they've done a great job at work. Now, they can browse the email, and then eventually they'll hit Start Browsing Experiences. And they'll be taken to our experience menu. And here they'll see between 20 and 30 experiences that they can choose and they can use their reward on. So we have things that are relaxing, we have sports and fitness experiences, there's food and dining, things to do with your family, and eventually people will choose something, right? Let's say they choose surfing. They can view the details and they hit start booking, and what happens next is really cool. They'll fill out a short scheduling preferences form, and they're actually paired with a concierge from our team. And our concierge team works with every single employee who receives a reward. We help them with the scheduling, we handle the booking, the payment. We even come up with a calendar invite that we send to that employee. So all they have to do, honestly, is just show up and have a good time. Because we really want to roll out the red carpet for people that have been rewarded, right? Because if you get rewarded at work, it should feel good. And so just to summarize the product, so managers can send a reward and experience in under 30 seconds. Employees get to choose something that's most meaningful to them. They also receive white glove concierge service the whole way through. And finally, we've also built a suite of admin tools as well, so you can launch and run the program successfully. So we have approval routing built into it, budgeting tools, configurable branding, single sign-on integrations, custom reporting, the list goes on. And the important thing is we've realized how important it is to be able to deliver these experiences at scale, both across the United States and internationally. So we can serve clients in all 50 states, and we're now delivering experiences in over 20 countries today. And I wanted to just end by talking about recognition a little bit. I think recognition is often a checklist item for companies, but I think recognition done correctly can be incredibly powerful, and there's a lot of potential. Because at its core, recognition is about saying thank you to another person, right? It's about expressing authentic appreciation and gratitude. And if done correctly, it should make the other person feel great, right? And recognition is a huge opportunity to build relationships with your top performers. And frankly, most of the solutions out there today just don't accomplish that at all. And at Blueboard, we're trying to change that. We're trying to get people excited about recognition, excited about their work, and with our ability to deliver personalized experiences at scale, we believe we're the next great HR technology. Thank you.
Taylor, thank you. Great job. All right, I'll open it up. I have one, but I'll give it to the panel first.
I've got a question. So how do I sign up for the kayaking in the mountains experience?
We can talk afterwards. We'll sign your company up. No problem.
I think that was a great presentation, and I really love how you're rethinking the recognition category. My question is, are you finding that this is a solution that's being adopted by certain industries, or is it something kind of your customers are across the board?
Yeah, that's a good question. So when we started, we did think that the majority of our clients would come from the Bay Area in technology. We're based in San Francisco. But we had the really good fortune early on to be covered by USA Today. Then we got on a PBS television segment, and I was amazed that we get inbounds from all over the United States. I mean, we have clients in 9 states today, technology, financial services, biopharma, but also, I mean, Chick-fil-A is a customer, Otis Elevators, Keen, like the hiking boots. Like there's all types of customers that we didn't expect. So it's pretty broad.
Awesome.
All right, Taylor, I have one. This seems like a little bit of a high touch kind of a benefit, right? Concierge, white glove service, right? What's kind of the average fulfill time between, say, if I want the James Bond experience, right? About how long is it going to take for me to actually be jumping out of that plane?
Yeah, that's a great question. And that's something that's very core to Blueboard. And I'll talk about what happens in most recognition solutions first. And a lot of recognition solutions, people pile up the points, right? They get points here, points there, points there. Eventually, after 2 years, they've amassed enough points to do something, right? By the time they use those points, they've forgotten why they're recognized in the first place, right? So whatever they're choosing has no impact on their work performance or their affinity for the company. Blueboard is different. When someone gets a reward, they can't save it up. They just have to use it on an experience then. And the whole idea is if you get someone out and about quickly, they'll then tie that memory to their achievement at work. And so the average time from someone redeeming something to getting out and about is about 3 weeks.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
All right. Taylor, thank you so much. Fantastic.
Cool. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Taylor and Blueboard.